Tyrese? This is you, right? Yeah, because you're the Psylocke, duh. Obviously, it's you. Okay. So first things first, team comp. Played Psylocke the whole time? Okay, I got you. Okay. Okay, so team comp, we're on the red team. So you're running really intense dive for the most part. I'm curious as to what your pathing is. Yeah, in the replay section of the Discord, yeah. Okay. Okay. I don't like this. First of all, I really am not a big fan of this. Two reasons. One, we don't know what comp they have just yet. And two, look at our comp. We really are not going to get much out of pushing this front door, right? Us particularly. What I would rather you do is wrap all the way around. Remember, we talk about like taking Hello? Guys, that's not intentional. I'm so sorry. Okay. We talk about taking positioning in terms of A, B, and C, right? I'm gonna level with you. A's trash. We don't want this. We want C. I just ranked up the GM controller matching on PC. Thanks for all the YouTube vids. That's all you, man. Good shit. I'm the guy that uploads the videos, but you're the guy that mans the controller. So good shit for you. This is a very strong position, and the fact that nobody's up here to kind of hold this in any capacity, especially the Moon Knight, is huge for you guys, right? You pushing this front door is really scary, because if you look, like, Hulk and Thor are not protecting your ass here, right? They're more selfish characters, and all you're doing is being like, hey, this is what our comp looks like. Look at me, look at me, look at me, right? You're giving them a lot more time to set up than you would like. See? And now, like, look at this. We burn a cooldown, and this shit's not on a short cooldown. I know that it gets back faster if you do damage, but we didn't even need to use this for the amount of space we took if we just went with this Iron Man, right? Now you have a two-man, a strong two-man, with a character that's really OP, and you're on Psylocke, right? And now you have 3 ways of getting out, because you got the 2 dashes, and you got the invisibility. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. So, like, look at it this way, right? So, we're helping, quote, quote, but we're not really doing anything, right? And Thor dies for, like, seemingly nothing, because this Iron Man's gonna wait now. Like, Thor's dead. This guy's gotta wait now. And, like, imagine if you were here to help, and we just, like, Thor engage, run, like, dive, kill their back line while their tanks are not looking. Because now we just used, like, 2 cooldowns, and we're back to square none, you know? Yeah. So, like, we're seeing a lot of this, right? Where we're just kind of burning cooldowns to leave. This character is very, very poke heavy, and she can play the way that you're playing it, right? But the issue is, like, your team comp is just not built for this. Now you have a Spider-Man, right? Now you don't even have the Thor. Now it's a Spider-Man, and now he's going to go 0 and 18, right? So this going right here with the Iron, you're giving yourselves a lot more chances, because Hulk is going to engage, right? The issue is that when Hulk engages, you're now in a position where you need to spend an ability to walk forward with the Hulk, because you have to catch up to him. Because he's jumping like, you know, Kobe, and you're jumping like me on the basketball court in my backyard, right? You're not really doing a lot here for, like, without using cooldowns, unfortunately. And we're taking a while. There's a lot of extra time spent that we could be trying to get a push down. And this Iron Man's trying to, but he can't do it alone. Guys wants to go Spider-Man is crazy. They're different, man. Lord Spider-Man players are a force to be reckoned with. Like, this Iron Man dies, but imagine if we were backing him up. This Spider-Man's trying to. Oh, he actually gets a kill. He's cracked. Best Spider-Man in the lobby. So now I'm really worried that, like, the thing that we try and do again is, like, our pathing. It's, like, the biggest issue off spawn. It's the biggest, like, thing that we need to think about. Is, like, where are we heading from off spawn, right? I love this. He took the space. Good. That's really good. That part. Okay. So I want you to I'm going to be a little bit harsh for this, but it's only because you're like a higher level player. You're a GM player, correct? Out of curiosity. Okay. So I want you to think of it this way. Bronze, silver, like all the way up to diamond. Even in diamond games, like macro plays are the things that will win games more often, and luck with teams is more prevalent, right? You're in the big leagues here, right? So these seconds count a lot. And then you're going to find that in games all the way up to Celestial from GM3, a lot of it comes down to like these micro decisions. And while it doesn't feel that way at a glance, when you like look at it, let's put it in like a situation of values, right? What did we as Psylocke really accomplish on this first push to get this point, like, at all? Other than killing this Moon Knight, what did we really do, you know? We kind of just died twice, you know? For the most part. We, like, almost died the first time, we ran back, and then we came back. I think I just autopilot a lot. Yeah, always, this is kind of like the whole, like, move with purpose thing. Always have a reason for, like, what you're doing, is kind of, like, the thing that I want to get at. Because this is good. This part's great. I like that positioning of the Moon Knight. Killing the Moon Knight was huge. Are you doing VOD reviews for chat? I am. Welcome in, Vesco.
A strange mystical object. I have destroyed that troublesome ark.
Same concept here. What if instead of taking the forward angle, we went right, or maybe even left? You know, positions of A, B, and C. C and A are really good options here. You take this right side, you're pressuring their backline, you're pressuring their tank to come help the backline, you're taking space, you're drawing attention, right? Take this left side up here, they can't have this high ground. Moon Knight can't live here anymore. He's got to find new housing. This is a good place to hunker down on. And you can do it for free without using any cooldowns, right? Because both of these are heavily covered. Okay. So, this part is more of like a call and response, right? So, we know we have a Spider-Man. Wait, I backed up. I didn't back up far enough. Celine, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Hi, Harry. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you so much for the Prime. Okay, so this is like a call and response, right? We hear, you get a web, you get a web, you get a web. But because we're not really moving forward with our positioning, we don't really get a chance to help here. Because Bossman really wants this ult. And their backline is in a good spot to be ulted, right? This is going to allow us to push forward. But all we've done again is, like, for the most part, pop abilities to leave rather than like do anything else with them. I think that other than killing the Moon Knight, we really haven't used them productively, right? With any other intention other than like not dying. But like imagine if this ult goes off and we were taking this right side. Now, like say we're standing here preemptively, Spider-Man ults, this is a backup. This guy lives, we kill two, boom, our team makes it all the way to the touchdown. Easy, no problem. Free. But because we're kind of waiting, Spider-Man ends up dying. No, he lives, but he gets hurt pretty bad. Now he's like gone from the fight for a second. This is a good ult though. You forced the ult out. But we could have had a touchdown pass right there. This is what I like. I like this. The backline harassment. This is good. Extort the backline for their elo. This is good.
I needed that.
I think you're honestly, I think you're having the issue a lot of Psylocke players don't have, where you're a little too passive. You're a little bit timid with how you're using your kit.
Farewell. We need to get Null's essence beneath the surface.
Like, this is good positioning. I actually prefer this a lot. You have a good sight line. You have a lot of chances to go in if something happens.
Step aside. Farewell. This should keep me safe.
Yeah, so like much of the same, right? Well, Iron dies, and I don't know how, but he dies. We take a look, and like, what positions do they have, right? Out of A, B, and C, how many of them do they have? They hold 3 of the 3 Infinity Stones for like this particular area. They can't do that for free. Their tanks are down here, so they're not helping these bitches up here. We want to take this, and the funny thing about this particular area is if you take A, you also get C because of this pad. You can just jump over. Now it's a Psylocke 1v1, if all things go well. But the difference is Spider-Man's also here. And if he sees you dive, he's probably going to go in too because they're dumb. He's probably going to swing off the start anyway here in a second. No. Oh, ooh. No. We're on such a big timer now. Look at our like bottom right here. This is hard. We can't fight without these, right? This changes things a lot. This is such a big cooldown for us. 10 seconds is huge. And then we only get one of them, right? No, we get both, right?
Farewell.
No, we do only get one. That's crazy. So now we have to wait practically 15-20 seconds before we can actually start to think about doing something again, rather than like taking up here where we can't really get any value. If we go left and we take up their high ground, then that's good, unless we're portaling, but I don't think we don't even have a strange.
What am I? Invisible?
Yeah, like this Hulk is making a bunch of noise. I enjoy us taking this high ground. You've definitely got the aim and the mechanics for it, so I think that you are actually going to be able to 1v1 pretty handily.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Yeah, your mechanics are fine, for sure. That was a good aim.
Out of sight. Step aside. Did that hurt?
Yeah, your mechanics are great. When you're in the weeds, you're actually really, really good. That's like... I think this is more of like a brain fog thing, more so.
Step aside. 60 seconds left. Sayonara.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Like, I love taking this space. This is great. I love you getting rid of her. These mechanics are solid. This is great.
Out of sight. Step aside.
Again, look at this. Take your home. Kick them off of your home. This is your place.
Come. Salvation lies beneath the surface.
Look at that. She pussied out. This is your house. It goes sideways because of the Psylocke ults, but like, when you're aggressive, you do fine. Obviously, I don't mean like play super aggressively to the point where you're gonna die. Like, I would say at this point, this is too much of an engage and you overstayed a bit. But the problem is that we're not even giving it a chance, you know? We need to be floating these plays that could definitely be something. Because, love it or hate it, Psylocke is one of those characters that's like, this is my touchdown pass character. Do I have any BP reviews for tonight? Not yet. If you put it in the Discord, I review any character, so... As long as I can get to it, and it's there, then if I have time to get to it, then we'll get to it. I love this! Look at that! This is your home! Fight for your land! This is yours. Your net is all good now? Okay. Big takeaways. Be more selfish. You need to be trying to make these plays happen a little bit more for yourself. You're being a little bit timid. You're being so lenient that they're just walking all over the place and not really getting punished. Psylocke is a very good poke character, but like especially because you have a Hulk and he's just like trying his hardest, right? Feel too scared to be aggressive. The biggest thing about it, right, is it's gonna happen that way and it's gonna suck for a little bit. But when you get good at it, man, like there's a reason why Necros isn't number one. You know, he's not one of the top players because he's very passive, right? He pioneers doing aggressive plays and then making things out of them, right? You know, you want to aim to be that, but you want to be better about it. You want to think about these things a lot, like constant wheel, right? Like it's a well-oiled machine. You're moving with purpose. You cannot be letting them take ABC like this. Like them taking this point, and the cart is not allowed. It's illegal. Should not be allowed. Because I really hate to say it this way. I really hate to say it this way, but as of right now, in my honest opinion, you have had really low participation in like how these fights have turned out, other than the fact that some of them have been lost because you're not being selfish enough. You need to like make something happen. You need to, your character, you're the role. I don't know if you've watched Blue Lock, but your role here, you're the striker, right? You're the egoist. You're the guy that makes the play. That's why damage is so important. On characters like Psylocke, Black Panther, Magic, your job is to be the guy that makes the touchdown, the start of the touchdown, right? You're the quarterback. You need to go. You need to be on the ball. That doesn't necessarily mean like like get yourself killed. But be smart with how you're engaging, because you've got dude, you've got better mechanics than probably 80% of the people in this chat. So it's definitely not the mechanics. You're just not giving yourself the chance. Like right here, I don't mind this as much, but like imagine if we were like out here. Imagine if like this guy can't get to point. You know, we're sitting at this door, we're poking, and then we move back, right? Always give yourself as many chances as you can at doing something, right? Because you're doing a great job at not dying, but that's not the issue. Like, look at these! Your aim is fantastic, man. Like, your aim is great. You're snappy, you're quick, your reactions are really quick, you're fast. Like, this is good. But it can get better if you apply yourself to it. That's, like, the biggest thing. Like, this is good. This is good. You're taking an off angle away from your team. Let's do this more. More of this. This is great. Offense, defense, you're on offense. Let's make something happen. Let's get the ball rolling. And you'll be doing fine. These spots, especially on a character like Psylocke, you are on the most forgiving dive character in the game because you have 3 escape routes and one of them is invisibility. You know? You've got a lot of chances. You can make mistakes on this character and you will be fine. Because one, you're a dive without a melee attack. You have a gun, you know, you have a shotgun at your disposal that 2-tap squishies. And then 2, you got 2 dashes that do okay damage. And they lead into your right click crazy good. And they come back as you do damage. Because in the same way that Spider-Man carries games by being on the side, like on the sidelines, like he doesn't win games by getting the big stat numbers. He wins games by drawing attention. You're the same thing, but the only difference is instead of being able to swing out, you go invisible and you just leave, you know? And then you can do damage from back here. Imagine they turn around, they come and follow you. Guess what? Boom, boom, I'm out of there. Gone. Like the wind. If they chase you, they're throwing, because now it's a 5v6. They get struggle with remembering to be proactive and taking off angles. And that's okay. It's going to happen. And that's fine to like learn that, but understand like right now I'm looking at this a little bit, and I might be oversimplifying it a little bit, obviously, but your GM right now, based on the like this game alone, like this is a very small sample size, but it's because your mechanics are really, really good. And you're able to like just mechanics diff your way out of it. But the issue is like as you climb, this is gonna get you hard stuck, and I don't want that for you.
The enemy has arrived. What am I? Invisible?
Like even right here. Don't walk this way. Walk this way. Walk this way. Wrap around them, right? Take this angle. Boom! Look at that. Their monitors are off. This mantis is fish food. You know? You're the big kahuna. This is yours. Eat this. Eat that. You know? Take pressure off of this guy whenever you can. Because your Hulk is gonna be he's the guy that's initiating the play for you. He's taking the hits. Your job is to throw the ball, you know?
Only 60 seconds left.
Because like we attacked the same angle, but imagine if we did it from behind them instead of in front of them. Because like let's like in this game, right? Rather than no one looking at you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 people, and they're all staring right up at you. You know they got sunglasses on. You're the sun. They're like, oh, you're a little bright today, and then you have to leave. You have to use your cooldowns, so now you have to wait to fight again. You know.
I needed that.
And this goes for magic as well. Like, look at that. Your aim is great. Your mechanics definitely aren't the problem. You've got better mechanics than most people that play this game. And that's great.
Step aside. You stopped them in their tracks. Healing magic. Lovely.
I just splashed monster all over my face. That was awful. Like, look at this off angle. This is so much better. Big kill. I like how aggressive you are with your ult spits, though. That's definitely good. You have good targeting with your ults. It's huge. Like, look, when you're in the weeds and you're in the thick of it, you're doing great. Show the monster. Wait, hold on. I forgot where my camera is. This is the new one. Monster, sponsor me. Fighting the ult is good. Okay. Now, this is fine because you're helping kill the magic, but let's be broader because over the horizon where there is a team fight, there is always an outlier, and the outlier is our little green grasshopper wiggling around way far away from her team, right? Is White Monster gay? What is this? What is this? Okay? No. Calvin is just mean and horrible and a terrible person. Once I feel fully comfortable with comfy with magic, Sai is definitely the next character I want. She's so fun. She's so much fun, dude. Oh my gosh.
That's better.
Like, she's so free. But, like, obviously you can't know that, but we're not even looking, you know?
We are
By the
undefeated.
eye of Agamotto!
And now, like, think of it this way. Like, do you have a Mantis on your team? You don't. Imagine if we were the person right here, right? Like, hindsight is 2020, obviously. But imagine if we positioned ourselves in a way that we started taking space preemptively. This Mantis doesn't get to ult, or she has to ult early, and then she doesn't have it for this fight, right?
We are undefeated.
And now we should lose this team fight right here, actually. Mm-hmm.
Step aside. Psionic burst. Vortex field. Farewell.
Nice try. Yeah, so I feel like, so while you are MVPing right here, and you have a lot of final hits, right? I want us to, like, be, like, super duper objective about this. I don't want to bullshit you. I don't want to blow smoke up your ass, right? In my opinion, just based on, like, the lack of control, we left so much out of our control in this round and wasted so much time by not really being very, like, functional with where we were taking our space. I don't want to be an asshole, but I would say that you had way too much chance to carry this round with, like, I want to say even like 2 minutes of time left if all things went right. Based on your mechanics, you flanked and they have been, like, floundering. Every time you push into the back, if you flank, you start firing at their supports and they all turn around, they take aggro. And your Hulk is there because he's playing and he's gaming. He's only died 3 times, so he's getting out whenever he needs to. I think that, I want to say, like, if anybody's to blame for this round, for like this win that you needed, then it would probably lean on you more than the rest of your team here. Just because you're not really operating to the fullest potential that you can. And I really hope that you, like, kind of take away that, like, yeah, we do need to take space. We do need to be, like, being very proactive with where we're moving to. We need to move with purpose. Because I get it for sure. I think I could have played better. No, yeah. And, like, again, your mechanics are great, man. They're fantastic. The issue is, like, the mentality. You're playing more like a long range poke. You're playing like a Hawkeye. Whenever we need to be playing like a Psylocke, you know? Because, like, you could have made this game so much easier for yourself. And you could have gotten it to the end, for sure.
Two. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2. All you need to do is capture the mission area.
Because you're better at Psylocke than me. Like, I'm going to be flat out. Like, mechanics-wise, dude, if we 1v1 right now, you would diff me to eternity. It'd be crazy.
Out of sight. They look
And I've got pretty decent aim.
my blade seems sharp.
It was unfortunate that they portaled. Let's try. That is what it is. You know, they portaled. We, you know, based on where we were, it's just unlucky.
I don't give up so easily.
Welcome in, 10 man.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Out of sight.
See, okay. Case in point, right? So, like we talked about last time, A, B, and C. So if this is A up here where we are, B and C, they've already got C, man. They've already got 1 of 3. 1 of 3 is out of your control now, and now it's just dependent on how bad do they fuck this up, or how good do you play, you know? Because the rest of your team, yeah, sure, they're behind you, but if Iron Man flies in here and he's like preemptive, what if you walk down here, right? Now it's a 2-on-1, you know? This is going to be pretty rough for you. But they took it already. They did what you didn't last round, and because of this is going to end up really bad for your team if things don't go well. He died. Immediately died. You know? Because they took this space, and now it's a 4v6. Their team is going to start swooping in a second. If they're smart. This is so much space that you guys just have to give up now because of how much space they took with this position. And they live for free. They're completely healthy. They're ready for the next fight. Ready, set, go. On it. On the ball. No problem at all.
What a difference.
Here they are now.
Like, look at this. You diffed her. She's worse. You're so much better. You're so much better mechanically. If you get the macro play down, you're going to climb to Celestial, no problem. If you just get down with, like, this thing, if you get rid of this issue that you're having right here, you're going to climb. And it's going to be so easy for you. Because this is the character to carry games on. If you think Magic carries games, see a good Psylocke. This shit's crazy.
Farewell.
Psylocke is the boogeyman in the closet. Ghost Runner, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in.
I'm hulking.
But you know the difference between, like, what happens here and, like, this positioning you take is, like, the difference between winning and losing this fight. Because she immediately, like, it's still a 6v6. Remember this, by the way. And we're less healthy than them. But you kill her, and then watch what your team does based on that. They walk forward, and we kill another one. Right? This is huge. Because you took this space up here. You didn't let them take it. You went up there, you moved them out of your home. This is your residence. Now we have this space. We have one of the 3 pieces we need.
Sayonara.
Oh, I need assistance. Focus on the battle.
You came back up here, you push her off. The pull was unfortunate. That's huge. I actually really like that.
Farewell.
Disappear!
Look at this positioning. You're doing so well here. And your team is synergizing really well. Your team isn't just like straight up throwing or anything. They're doing good.
Your story.
You know, this is a competent team. How many are in queue? I'll check after the game.
What a difference. Step aside.
Enemies on approach.
I think it's around 5 people. So a good bit.
You're mine.
I think it's 5 without bits. This is kind of an unfortunate one. Did your team just entirely die?
That's better.
Wait, what? I know what happens to you. How did they die? What is... Okay. This is kind of a troll, but... This fight's not on you. I'm not going to consider this being your fault. You went in to block the magic, and your team ended up just AFKing. Tough.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Not sure why they don't switch to Loki. Yeah, he's just... I mean, a lot of support players just don't touch the character ever. Yeah, same thing. Okay, so look at the Psylocke. She's taking... This is ABC. Like, A is top left, mid is B, and then the C. She's taking C, and nobody is to be found on A lane, right? This is tough. And this is going to be just a straight-up kill if we're not careful. Yep, she kills your iron. But you mechanic sniff the magic and you get her down.
By the
Your aim is so good.
Agamotto.
What a difference. I've broken a tiny rodent's beacon.
Yeah, you're really good at playing aggressive, for sure. You're really, really solid at it.
This is real firepower! For mutant kind!
What an interesting ultimate.
Pulse charge. Cannons and arguments.
W Iron Man.
Double KO.
I don't think that's the welcome information. Your brother would be proud.
And that's top 3 characters. Lore-wise or like in-game that I think are fun to play.
Sayonara.
To play?
Did that hurt? Good.
Magic, Star-Lord, Captain America to play. And then Loki.
Sayonara.
What am I? Invisible?
This will do nicely.
This is a nice spot!
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way. Psionic surge. Feel the pull.
Yeah, same thing. Let's be like proactive with where we're taking. Just getting ready to take something for what's about to happen. That guy got diffed. That's tragic.
Final score.
It's an unfortunate game, for sure. And I definitely see why you wouldn't, like, at a glance think where it's coming from. Because your stats look good. This is just the unfortunate situation of, like, this is where stats don't matter, right? Like, stats don't tell the story of, like, how the game is. If every game is a story, this is, like, this is a villain arc, right? This is the story. It's just a really hard one to swallow. while I don't think that your teammates, like the Iron Man, I don't think he did that great. Dying 15 times is a bit unnecessary. And your Storm didn't do that great. I think that was actually the Hulk player. They actually did okay. I think that you were the carry guy. This was your game. Was your movie, right? Like I think that if you get better positioning, this would have been a win or maybe a win. We wouldn't even know because we didn't get to OT. But if you take more positioning and you end up being more aggressive, you're being too timid, you will be in a really, really, really good spot. I think you'll climb. You might hit Celestial this season or next and after the season patch is over. Keep at it. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be super duper good. Just keep it up, man. Do not get discouraged. You're a lot better than a lot of people in this game, I can assure you. You got the GM. Based on this game, I'm gonna assume it's based on like mechanics for the most part. That's not a bad problem to have, let me tell you. Hitting GM is not easy in this game, as much as people want to say it is.